Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this full moon in Capricorn, July 13th, 2022 psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. I'm going to look into my crystal and give you those predictions for those four elements. And the earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You may want to watch the entire video because this full moon could be greatly affecting your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign. So I highly recommend you watching the entire video. And remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. So it's always good to watch both of those in relation to any of the videos I create here on YouTube. So before I start the psychic crystal part of this reading, I'm going to give you some brief astrology information before we start. This full moon in Capricorn, July 13th, 2022, may bring in disruption and change. It may feel uncomfortable as there will be powerful shakeups which could transform society and the social norms. Secrets could be revealed which disrupt the status quo that may result in the breaking down of traditions. However, these shakeups may be quite powerful and positive energy. This full moon in Capricorn will also bring in highly intuitive and psychic energy. So it will be wise to let your intuition and your feelings be your guide. Be aware of overthinking, overanalyzing, and ruminating. The Four of Cups energy in tarot comes to mind. Sit with your feelings and intuition and let them sink in before making important decisions. Pay attention to your insights and perhaps write them down, as they will make sense and be a benefit to you at the end of the month. These energies will be affecting you the most strongly for 2 weeks, but can last up to 30 days. Now on to the psychic crystal part of this video. And now on to the element of earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. You may feel very quiet. You may feel like you need to have some time alone or go into periods of reflection and self-reflection over the course of the next 2 weeks to 30 days. Some of you earth signs may feel like you want to break out of restrictive patterns, and you may feel like you want to embark on new courses of study or new social activities, or new, like involving clubs, groups, or organizations. Some of you earth signs may feel like you are overburdened over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. You may feel like you have extra pressure on you or extra burdens and responsibilities over the next 2 weeks. You could also feel a little tired, a little run down, earth signs. So you may need extra rest. Some of you earth signs may feel like you want to hold court or counsel with lawyers, or if you work for any businesses or companies, or if you own your own business or company, where you feel like it's important to have meetings, but like holding counsel, holding court, holding meetings comes up for some of you earth signs. But it would be a positive thing. It would be like a blessing in some way. Some of you earth signs are going to receive some kind of notification of some kind of advancement. So you could get promoted in the next 30-day period. Or you could find that if you've been on some kind of list or you're waiting, that you are advancing on a line, advancing on a waiting list, advancing in some form or another. For some of you earth signs, peace is made with a family member over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. So if you had some kind of contention or arguments or disruptions going on with a family member, even long ago past or recent past, it's like you make some kind of peace with them now. Be careful of overeating. You may seek to find comfort in food, like emotional eating, so be guarded against that. Also be cautious of testing the waters with somebody that's not ready for you to test the waters with them, or a situation or a job or something. Something that you're tentative about, you don't know whether to do it or not, and you're like, I'm going to test the waters. Or if you're going to try to push anybody's boundaries or push boundaries in a situation or with, whether it's at a job or in your personal life, I would be cautious of pushing your boundaries over the next 30 days. And you have to be careful, earth signs, you may have the propensity to second guess yourself too much. You may feel, earth signs, like you are inspired to jumpstart something, your love life or your career or your course of study or something, but you need to think about it really carefully and really think before you leap. It might be better for you to make these decisions once you're in August or maybe even September. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Many of you water signs will either go through a process of healing or be focused on wanting to heal something. And this could be emotional healing or it could be physical healing. Some of you water signs are going to feel inspired to take down things that are unused or unwanted. If you have a website, you may want to take it down. If you have a social media page of some sort, you may want to take it down and revise it and put it back up. If you have wallpaper in your home or paintings or wall hangings or curtains or drapes or shades, anything that's like on a wall or hanging, you may feel like this is old and outdated, I'm taking it down, and you may want to revive it and update it over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. Some of you water signs may feel a little upset. You may feel that people are picking on you or are being nitpicky and micromanaging you. So you may feel a little bit miffed or upset over that. Some of you water signs could feel aggravation by coworkers. Could even be if you have to deal with clients and customers, but it feels more to me like your peers, like coworkers. I feel that the water signs, a lot of instigation of change and disruption comes up here. And again, I'm getting the breakdown of things. So the water signs may feel like I said, with things hanging on the wall or on social media, on websites and things like that, it could also be the disruption of things that you will like. Maybe you want to dig up your whole lawn and put down new sod, or you want to tear apart a garage, a shed, a part of your home, rip up a kitchen, rip up a bathroom and redo it. So a lot of wanting to break down and disrupt, but to renovate and uplift comes up for the water signs. And that would be a positive thing. Some of you water signs are going to receive some kind of notification that you got hired for something, or something you've been waiting for to come through, like a visa, a work visa, immigration status, an adoption, if you've been waiting to see if you can adopt a child, or something on those lines, but especially for getting hired. I feel over the next 30 days, water signs that have been waiting to hear if they get a job or are going to get hired will find out that they do. Some of you water signs may really feel inspired to reinvent yourself. You may feel like you want to get cosmetic surgery or get a tattoo or change your hair color and hairstyle, or, you know, change your life, like move, get a different career, move, like whatever that would be like reinventing yourself to would mean to you. Water signs need to be careful that they don't do retail therapy and spend too much money over the next 30 days. Also, the water signs need to be careful of overestimating the other people around you's power of concentration and intelligence. Mostly concentration. So if you're a teacher, or you're a manager or a supervisor or a business owner, or if you're a parent, you may be overestimating anybody you're governing, watching, looking over's powers of concentration and intelligence, but especially powers of concentration over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. And also, water signs, you need to be careful you're not putting too much pressure on somebody that doesn't want to be pressured. So you have to think about that. Are you pressuring your significant other to do something? Are you pressuring coworkers to do something? Are you pressuring your kids to do something, or family members? I don't know who, but it's like you're pressuring them too much, even though you may think you're not doing that. And this person or people do not want that pressure. So those are the cautions for you right there. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Thank you. Some of you fire signs may find that there's a lot of changes and or challenges to situations involving and circling around your family. Some of you fire signs are going to be really inspired to get rid of a lot of things, cleaning out attics, garages, closets, getting rid of old paper, bills. I see you taking a lot of things to the curb, like garbage, like you're putting it out on the trash, or you're taking it to the dump, or you're taking things to get donated, but really putting a lot of things in the trash. Some of you fire signs could make some kind of big commitment, especially commitment of engagement to get married, or a big commitment to move in together with somebody, or a big commitment to start a love relationship. But it could be big commitment of other kinds, you know, to buy a home, or to start a business, or to start a business partnership. But it really feels like many of you fire signs are going to make a big commitment, especially in love relationships over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. You may find, fire signs, you're a wealth of information or you are receiving a wealth of information. So if you're a wealth of information, you're going to be sharing it with others, teaching others, sharing it with other people. But you could be on the receiving end where you're receiving a lot of knowledge and information from others over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. Some of you fire signs are making a new start in a love relationship, even if you're already in it. You may have a rebirth or a new start in an existing love relationship, or a love relationship from the past could come back in and you may get back together with them. This is going to sound nuts, but it is what I get. Some of you fire signs are going to have astounding results in the stock market. I know it may be like not doing well right now, but this is what my guides are telling me. Some of you fire signs will see outstanding results in the stock market or in some other type of investments, but especially the stock market. Some of you fire signs will revive a career. Maybe something you did in the past that you're like, you stepped away from it, you started another career path, and you like thought you weren't going to do it again, or you put it on hold. You may go back to an old career or reviving maybe your existing career. You could revive it in some way. Make sure your caution is make sure you're really telling the truth in all your dealings, because your people are going to be really, really listening to you and believing things that you're saying. So make sure what you're saying is truth. If you're into gambling, which the stock market is kind of gambling, but I feel like they mean gambling in a different way. My guides are saying something you're looking at is way out in left field and is a big long shot. So this is one of your cautions for the fire signs. Because you could also be susceptible to Ponzi schemes or get-rich-quick schemes over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. And the caution is to be aware of that and really think it through. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Some of you air signs are going to feel really like fired up and inspired to break down barriers. It could be social barriers. It could be, I don't know, barriers of any sort. You may feel really, or wherever you feel blocked or there's barriers in your life, you may really feel like you want to break them down. Some of you air signs could really be going through a time period where you're wishing things could be different. And because of that, like I said, you may want to break down barriers, but some of you may be really focused on manifesting, which is excellent to do at the time of the new moon, and releasing that which no longer serves you, which is excellent to do now at the time of the full moon. So I get that some of the air signs are like really like very strongly wishing, dreaming, desiring all these changes and different things you want to see, breaking down of barriers, and you may do different types of methods of manifesting. Legalities could come up for some of the air signs where it's not necessarily a bad thing. You could be receiving settlements. You could be going through mediation. There could be going through court. But I feel it's more like legal documents being signed, or legalities where you're signing a contract with somebody, contract for somebody to build your roof, a contract for somebody to lay a new driveway or sidewalk in front of your house, a contract to build an addition or rebuild your garage or something like that. Or could be purchasing a home. Like signing contracts and legalities come up for the air signs over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. Some of you air signs may feel really driven and inspired to see somebody or to communicate with somebody you haven't seen or heard from in a long time. So you may be sending out emails, text messages, phone calls, video chats, I don't know, but I get really desiring to communicate with somebody from the past. Some of you air signs may be quite successful in putting together some kind of program, a video, something in writing, some kind of program that people could sign up for and join. Some of you air signs, and this would be successful. It would end up being successful because this is one of the blessings for you from this full moon in Capricorn. Some of you air signs may be very good at being instinctual now about your money, like where to withdraw your money from, what new to put your money in. You may be thinking about changing your homeowner's insurance, your life insurance, your auto insurance, or just like even like maybe you want to, what's that called? Refinance your home and get with a new mortgage company. Some of you air signs may start your own business over the course of the next 2 weeks to 30 days. Some of you may find, air signs may find that you're getting too picky or persnickety over the next 2 weeks to 30 days, where you may be like micromanaging or too fussy about stuff, and it would behoove you to let things go and not be so fixated on everything running like clockwork or being perfect or being too obsessed about time. Some of you air signs could be prone to rashes or ear infections over the next 2 weeks to 30 days. And try not to let your emotions spiral out of control. Some of you air signs could be prone to emotional reactions, strong emotional reactions, especially in the first 2 weeks. But like I say, this can last up to 30 days. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos, and please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you think you're subscribed and find out you're not subscribed, or that you've been unsubscribed, or that you're not getting notified, you may want to check, because I've had quite a few people in the comments section and email me privately letting me know that they found out that they're suddenly unsubscribed. So you might want to check. And if you do resubscribe, hit that notification bell and you'll get notified when I upload new videos here to my channel. And if you would like to get any of the special videos that I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I use a variety of divination tools and look into very specific topics, you can always access my most recently recorded videos by clicking on the link down below. In the description box, in the Show More section, I post many links to the most recent videos. You just click on those links, whichever one you're interested in, and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. Also, these links are available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. You can scroll that page and see what different subjects and topics I've looked into, how long the predictions go out for, what divination tools I've used, and you just click on the zodiac sign you want. Your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, or somebody else you love and care about sign. You click on that and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, I'm not going to go through all the most recent video series. I usually go through them all, but I'm just going to give you a few. So the first video series I have that I've recently recorded for you is a very popular one, and it has been requested. I've gotten private emails about it and in the comment sections below my videos. My mid-year love and romance psychic tarot update for 2022 for each sign of the zodiac. I used the Morgan Greer tarot deck, and I also pulled an oracle card from the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracle card in those readings. I look at both singles and couples, but I didn't divide it. It's 5 tarot cards plus an oracle card. My mid-year psychic tarot update for 2022 for each sign of the zodiac is also available. That link is down below and available on my website. And the psychic crystal readings for July 2022, that link is also down below and in the description box. So you would get a more concise and exacting predictions for your specific sign instead of going by the elements. So I highly recommend you check out the psychic crystal readings for July 2022. They're like an expansion of the psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac that I do at the beginning of the month. And if you would like to donate to my channel and help support the readings that I do here on YouTube, there is also a donations link connected to PayPal down below underneath all the recent video series I've recorded. You just click on that link and it will take you to PayPal. And thank you so much for those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me and it does help me a lot. So thank you so much for that. I do truly appreciate it. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a YouTube video, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use a variety of divination tools, usually tarot, and I write those predictions out in about 5 paragraphs long. Many people find they resonate with them. If you feel drawn to look at those, I'm sure there will be at least 1 or 2 predictions or messages in those 5 paragraphs that will be speaking directly to you. So I hope you'll check me out on social media. I would love to see you over there. And by the way, if anybody ever contacts you and says that they're me, it's not me. I only work from my wait list and my cancellations list. And if you want to see any information about how to get on the cancellations list, you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com to the scheduling page and read all the details and information about that there. So I hope all the signs of the zodiac out there have fantastic energy that comes to you from this full moon in Capricorn, July 13th, 2022. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.